Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Martial Arts Radio Network. Up next, you will be listening to the USA Martial Arts Hall of Fame Show Host of the Year Award winner, the one and only Justin Harvey, producer, director, and on-air star of The Justin Harvey Show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Justin Harvey of The Justin Harvey Show. We've got a wonderful show today, and today's show is brought to you by Legacy Belts. If you need a championship belt for martial arts, boxing, wrestling, or you just want to be a champion like myself, go to LegacyBelts.com. Now, on today's show, I have a great, great man who needs no introduction to the show. He is the fastest wheels in Bangkok and a personal friend of mine. Welcome, Haskell Anderson, my brother. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome, Justin. Thank you.
How are you doing today?
As I always tell all the folks that talk to me, better than yesterday, but not as good as tomorrow.
Not as good as tomorrow. I hear you, my brother. I'm doing great. And before we get to today's main topic that I know that you want to discuss, I actually, before I got on air with Sheldon Lettich this past week, I was like really, really nervous because it's Sheldon Lettich, and I was kind of giving him names out there and all that, and actually one of the first names I had mentioned was Haskell Anderson from Kickboxer, and he says, "You know Haskell?" I said, "Oh yeah, I know Haskell." He says, he was at a party that I was at here recently, and he says he was also in one of my films. I believe it was called Tracers, and we didn't get a chance to talk about it, so I thought maybe we could, start there and talk about Tracers.
Okay, yeah. Tracers started as a play in Los Angeles at a theater called the Odyssey Theater over in West L.A. It was about a group of Vietnam veterans who wanted to express their experience during that period. So they came up with this project explaining all of their adventures, so to speak, during their time in Vietnam, in country. And it literally started in a small room at the VA Center before it moved over to the Odyssey. And everyone happened to be actors who wanted to express that period. And it was a huge hit, so huge that it went on to Chicago. Steppenwolf Theater Company did it for a while, and had some people who are now well known in television and film who were part of that ensemble. And then it went to the Public Theater in New York when Joe Papp was the artistic director who actually created the Public Theater. And it got a lot of attention while it was there. It's considered an off-Broadway production. And then it was done at the theater in London. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I can't remember it exactly at this point. And then it closed there and came back to L.A. as an equity show, as it had been, and it played in West Hollywood. And then from there, before all of that happened, of course, Sheldon Lettich was what we call the dramaturg. He made all the literature corrections and everything in script. And after we finished the Odyssey, we went to Philadelphia at the University of Pennsylvania, the Annenberg Center, and did a week there, actually. And then after that week, we flew to Sydney, Australia, and did several weeks there. I think we were there about 4 months. We did it in Sydney and Melbourne. and finished that engagement, and then did a northeastern tour of the show. And then took a break, and then we did it for Olympia Dukakis, who actually saw it at the Public Theater when she was doing a play there. And it was just at the same time that she won the Oscar for Moonstruck.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did it at her theater in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and then from there we went to the Whole Theater, which it was called the Whole Theater, I'm sorry. And then we went to the George Street Playhouse in near, which is attached to the Rutgers University. And that was actually my last professional run of the show. Since then, it has been done by many different companies, Equity and, well, not Equity, but mostly Equity Waiver. So the show has a long life. I mean, we're talking about something that started way back in 1983 and 1984.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's amazing. That's truly amazing. And before we get to the main topic, Haskell, I wanted to let you know that you kept telling me, and you keep telling me to keep pushing and to keep pushing. Well, my show is finally in iHeartRadio, which is one of the biggest platforms you can be in. And also, I actually made it on my first magazine cover. And also, I'm with a media company now named World Martial Arts Radio Network, and I've got a press pass and everything, so I'm definitely climbing that mountain, my brother.
Yes, you are, and congratulations on all of those accomplishments. That's a good way to do it. Get out there and knock those mountains down.
Absolutely, absolutely. And our main topic for today, and I actually saw this because you told me to make sure and watch it on YouTube, and I did, and I love the film, and the film is called Boy and Dog. Can you talk a little bit about the film and how you got involved?
Well, that film, we actually started, I can't tell you the exact date when we actually started that film. Mm-hmm. I think it was 2009, somewhere around there. It's an independent, artsy type film, I'll call it, A Boy and Dog. And I got involved with it because a woman who knew the director and the writer who was responsible for that project got a hold of me because she was is a member of the same theater company I'm a member of. It's called Pacific Resonant Theater. And I read the script, and I liked it, and spoke to the director, and said, yeah, I'd be very interested in doing this. Mm-hmm. It took a little time to do the film because, it was, like I said, it was independent. So there was a lot of what they call guerrilla filming, mm-hmm. where you did everything without the proper permits, and, it was like sneak in, sneak out, get in, do your shot, and then pack up and get out of there before you get caught. It was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of hard work, but it was real fun to do. And the character that I played is actually a jazz musician who mm-hmm. ran into hard times and lived on the street. He was homeless mm-hmm. before this young boy who owned this little dog that I thought I owned. Actually, I did own it. He thought he owned it. I don't want to give too much away about the film, but he actually, with the dog, brought me back to life, so to speak. Yeah,
and I don't want to give too much of the film away, but I got to say, I laughed so hard on the scene where you fell in the dumpster. Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It seems to be doing quite well on YouTube. When people ask me about it or they want to know about it, and I tell them it's on YouTube, I tell them, and I want to make this very clear, you have to put in boy, B-O-Y, and dog, mm-hmm. Directed by Rod Bradley, B-R-A-D-L-E-Y. If you punch in boy and dog, you'll see a number of selections, mm-hmm. which doesn't apply to our film. It has the title is a little bit adjusted on some of the projects. But sometimes if you don't put in all the information, all you will get is the trailer.
Yeah.
And we don't necessarily want people to look at the trailer. They can if they want, but you want to put in Boy and Dog movie directed by Rod Bradley. And it's easy to get to, you know.
Yeah.
If you search long enough, it'll pop up. And it's not a long film. It's like 1 hour, 27 minutes, 38 seconds, something like that. But it's an artsy film, and it's a family film. So I went from one part of the spectrum to the other, action to family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's fantastic, and like I said, you're a wonderful actor, Haskell, and I'm not just saying that. I've seen a lot of your work now because, like I said, you know, I first heard of you when you did Kickboxer, and then after we started talking, and I knew about more of your projects, so you started checking out, you know, more stuff that you were doing. You also did another film that's on Netflix. I forget the name of it right off, but.
Oh, you mean Brotherhood of Death?
Yeah, Brotherhood of Death.
Yeah, that was actually, I think I told you in an earlier interview, I think I may have mentioned it. That was my very, very first feature film. I call it one of the last of the blaxploitation films that were done in the late 60s, early 70s. Mm-hmm. Mine was actually done in 1976, I believe. It was streaming on Netflix. I don't think it is now at this particular point in time. They may have to redo the license for it to go back to streaming, but I'm pretty sure you can get it on, or get it in a hard copy, DVD form on Netflix, Amazon, all of those avenues or venues. It got renewed popularity because of Mr. Quentin Tarantino, who from what I've been told, shows it at his film festival, and he evidently likes the film very much. Yeah. And would like to see more films made like that, which is, to me, very funny.
Yeah. If you had to choose, Haskell, what kind of film would you like to do next? If it's like your personal preference, like if it's any type of movie that you would want to do that you've not already done, like what kind of format would you like to do or try?
You know, I don't know. I think I leave myself open to any kind of artistic endeavor. But I think that what drives my choice of what films I like to do are the films that, from my talent, I am able to touch people's hearts and souls and have them leave the theater with a very positive, good feeling. Yeah. About themselves and about the world. Something that has a very positive message. I think that's my most important goal.
Well, that's a wonderful goal to have, and one of the actors that I've always wanted to see you work with, unfortunately, we will never see that happen because of his passing, James Avery. I always liked watching James Avery on TV.
Yes.
So I would have loved to have seen you two work together. Y'all probably would have done well together, I think. Yeah,
we probably would have. I've spoken to James when he was here a few times. But you know, God has his own plans. We have
absolutely.
Ours. But we know who takes precedence.
Absolutely. And I wanted to quickly get an update from you because you almost had like we've talked in the past, you've almost had a death experience yourself with a brain tumor. How are you doing since then?
Well, actually, this coming July will be hopefully my third and final MRI, and I should be smooth sailing from then on. So yeah, I'm feeling really good, really excellent. There's no problems at all.
That's wonderful. That is truly wonderful. Also, Haskell, you know that I'm sure that you've read on the internet that there's a Kickboxer remake coming out, and I've been watching it as close as I can, and I was wondering, when it comes out, are you going to try to go see it? Because it kind of looks like it's going to be like a MMA style type of film. So.
In the main style, you said?
Like MMA, like mixed martial arts, what you see today, like the cage, like, UFC. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any of the people involved. I know Jean-Claude is in it, but whether I see it or not, I don't know. That's an open question.
Yeah.
It's not the kickboxer. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know where these things are going to go.
Yeah, I was just curious because, see, I will probably go to see it just because of curiosity, but, I do know that Michelle Kesey went over there with Jean-Claude Van Damme to, I think, Thailand and worked with some of the guys, so it might not be half bad.
Oh, but was Michelle in it, or he was just there?
I don't know if he was in it, if he's going to be in it, but I know he was there working with them.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
From what I've seen, I didn't see his name on the cast list, but I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, it's possible he could even have like a cameo or something,
Yeah. It's a possibility.
Yeah. So, but I just know that it's not going to be as good as the original. There's just no way. There is just no way.
Yeah, well, we don't know. But I can tell you, I've certainly had, within the last 2-3 years, acquired a number of fans who have seen the original.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting requests for, autograph photos, and I say, wow, from some great places, in England, all through Europe, Russia, different places. So it's amazing. It's like as a director friend of mine said to me, the film will never go away because it's now a cult classic.
Yeah, it'll always be there, always.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you guys worked really hard on that one, and I gotta say too, Haskell, I wanted to mention too, since we're on the Kickboxer Classic thing, there's a guy, I forget his name, but he has a kickboxer group that I'm a part of, and I know that you are too, and he has actually been releasing kickboxer scenes that have never been shown.
Oh, yes, I've gotten those. I definitely have gotten those, yes.
So
it's very interesting that, what I understand, excuse me, he lives in England, and he gets all of these things, and he does. I never thought about looking for some of these cuts, but he has them, and he gets them out there. And quite a few people have seen it, and I guess I've acquired new fans from what he has done.
Yeah. It's like he wanted to post some of my interviews that I've done with you guys, but I'm like, and this was what I didn't know back then, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. I'm not sure what you're going to do with the content. And he says, I understand. So,
but he seems like a good guy,
Yeah.
So you never know. Sometimes when those things get out there, people can grab them and they do what they want. But he seems to be pretty dedicated.
Yeah, he seems like he's got the same fire that I've got for Kickboxer and for other films that have, impacted my life. And currently, Haskell, I'm still working on, as we talked last year, I will let publicly known that I'm still working on a Kickboxer reunion to where I can have all you guys on the phone at the same time.
Well, that would be very interesting. When I was talking to Sheldon, he travels quite a bit for the film that he directed with Jean-Claude, and they seem to go to different events in Europe, and we talked about, well, how come that hasn't happened for Kickboxer with all the fans that they have? But I guess, I guess when and if I put a big parenthesis around that if I get to do a TV series, maybe that's when it will happen.
Yeah. Honestly, I would love to see you do a TV series. I think that would be awesome.
I'm definitely ready for it now.
So, would you want it to be a comedy type of TV series, or does it matter?
I have no control over that unless they gave me a choice. But
yeah.
A comedy is okay, but I would like something that's a little bit more serious-minded in the sense that it is a responsible program that people want to get involved with because they want to get involved with the lives of the people that are in that particular project. That's what I want to do.
That would be amazing, Haskell. That would really be amazing. And like you said, you got people wanting autographs and all this, but you got to remember, you are Winston Taylor, so why not?
Yeah.
People's going to want your autograph. They love you. So.
Yeah. My wife has even made that a statement. A friend of mine, a very dear friend of mine, who was in George Romero film, Night of the Dead or Day of the Dead. He had one of the lead roles, and he even does these conferences or events, the autograph photos and what have you, and seems to have a lot of fun with it. But like my wife said, a lot of people would love to get your autograph, and you're spending. Not that it bothers me, but postage and whatever. But that's okay,
Yeah.
Photos are easy to get, so. Whenever they're ready, I have them, and wherever they want me to show, I'll show.
And that's why you've got such a wonderful character, because there are actors out there nowadays that just will not give the fans the time or day, and the fans, in my opinion, the fans are what makes the star, in a sense.
Yeah, yes, I understand that. I really do understand that.
Yeah. So you still doing the social media thing? I know you're still doing your Facebook. So. Yes,
I am actually. I've gotten into using Instagram, Twitter. That's about it, and Facebook.
Yeah,
that's enough.
oh yeah, because that's what I don't understand about people. They think that just because they have one thing, you have to have everything that they've got, and I'm like, I'm just struggling with Facebook and Twitter,
Yeah, that's enough, and I don't really have that time every day to spend on Facebook,
Yeah. Oh, I know, because there's been times I've messaged you, and it takes a while for you to get back to me, which I understand. So I know that you're busy and stuff. So, but I always enjoy I always enjoy our little chats, though. So.
Oh, always. And it has been busy because I'm trying to create business for myself, trying to get out there and pushing the film Boy and Dog, and got involved with producing and I still have a science fiction project coming out. When that is happening, I don't know, but I know it is coming out.
Science fiction, that should be interesting.
Yeah, that's called Angel, and interesting piece of work. It'd be interesting to see what it looks like, because I have not seen it, and I don't know anybody in the cast that saw it yet. So, but it was another lead role, and I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Now, I was going to ask this because I know that I was able to help you get a script for it. Did you ever get involved with the movie The Pact with Michelle Keith?
No.
Yeah.
Michelle and I have spoken, but it was all about whether the producers wanted to invest in me traveling over there and all the other et ceteras, and it was about finances, basically.
Yeah.
And what they had available.
That's understandable. Yeah. That's understandable, and I wish they could have done it, because it would have been nice to see you and Michelle Kesey work together again.
Yeah. But time will take care of it, and that time will come. Just put it out there, and it will happen.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm actually, Haskell, one thing that I'm working on, and I've gotten the green light from him and his wife. When Michelle Kesey returns to the U.S., I'm going to try my best to make it out to L.A. so that I can actually get to meet some of you guys.
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
So,
very cool. That would be very enjoyable and a lot of fun, I'm sure.
Oh, I'd be like a little kid at a candy store, like at Christmas, because I grew up on you guys. So
I understand. I definitely understand.
And I got to tell you, Haskell, you've really helped me out because you yourself know that this last year I hit some hard bumps, and you just told me to pick myself back up and keep going. So
that's all. Yeah, that's what you have to do. You cannot be detained or deterred by anything because there's things that you want to do.
Yeah.
You can't let anything stop you from doing it. You just have to go and get it.
So what is your expectation for 2016,
To do a lot of good work and to be busy. That's it.
So you stay busy.
Yeah, that's it. That's got to be it. No ifs, ands, or buts.
So if someone wanted to be an actor, Haskell, would you suggest to them to start with theater work, or what would you?
Personally speaking, that would be my direction. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
But also to determine, do you really, really want to do that? Do you want to get involved in this business? That's my feeling.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do it, I advise getting into doing theater work. Get yourself, take classes, and that's it. Do other things besides just watching TV and going to movies. Watch other people in the theater. It's a lot of fun. There's so much to learn.
Yeah, because me, myself, Haskell, and you know that I've got the fire and determination. I, myself, would love to try to break into the business eventually. So.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that. Don't let anybody stop you.
No,
if you want, go get it.
I'll just roll right past them or through them, whichever way I have to do. So. Oh, and Haskell, I wanted to mention another name to you that I think it would be great if you worked with her. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Drew Carey Show.
Say that one more time.
Are you familiar with the Drew Carey Show?
Oh, Drew Carey?
Yeah.
Meeting?
Yeah.
I remember him. Does he have a show? I thought he had a game show now.
Well, yes, he does. They're on the show, the Drew Carey Show. There's a lady. She played Mimi Bobek. She would wear all kinds of makeup, and she was very hilarious. She was recently on the show. Kathy Kinney is her real name. I would love to work with her. She's just a real pleasure.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
So
very cool.
So I'm starting to meet people from all over the world. So
yeah, that's good. That's right, because you're getting into worldwide audiences now. And, from the fan letters that I get, emails that I get, I'm sure your show is getting to them. Probably, and again, another reason why I'm getting more and more people who are fans of mine who want to connect because of your show having been involved.
Everything that we've ever done, Haskell, is archived everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And here soon, I will be able to take the show live and take live callers too.
Yeah, good, excellent. Got to do it.
So it's just a stepping stone at a time, like you said, one step at a time.
That's right. That's what it is. That's all it is.
So, but most of the cast that I have spoken to about the reunion show, they have told me that they are willing to appear. Now, JCVD, I've yet to contact him, but my door is always open. So.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure if the opportunity was there, I'm sure that he would take part.
Yeah.
In one form or another.
Yeah, exactly. But I do know he's with the show spiritually. He has to be. So, I mean,
okay.
I just feel that, because where I've talked with Michelle and I've talked with, Sheldon, so I'm sure he knows I exist. So.
Oh, I'm sure that he's been told.
Yeah. I think the matter is it's just timing is what it is.
Yeah. I'm sure.
So So, and I wanted to thank you for being with me today. And we can wrap this up anytime, Haskell, because I didn't really want to go deep into Kickboxer again because people can go to the archives and listen to the old shows that we've done. I wanted to basically push Boy and Dog today.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And like I said, everybody can watch the film completely free of charge on YouTube. It's a family, artsy-type film. It's this Boy and Dog, the movie, directed by Rod Bradley, Bradley. And I think that they'll really enjoy it, especially if you like animals of any kind.
Yeah. Well,
you really enjoy it.
Yeah. That was a cute dog. And one of the last things I wanted to mention, Haskell, before I forget, the lady that plays the little boy's mother, she did a wonderful job, and she was so beautiful. I forget her name, but
Lisa. She was also a member of the Pacific Resident Theater. She's doing quite well. Right, she's been traveling around the world doing her one-woman show. And I didn't choose her, but I, in a sense, I did ask her, and I said, would you really be interested in doing this part? And she read the script and really, really, really liked it. So she hung in there too, right along with the rest of us.
That's wonderful, and I encourage everybody, everybody to watch that film on YouTube because there are some funny moments in the film. I will say that.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Absolutely.
And it gets to show the side of you that I've never seen. Like for example, you're a musician. I will say in the film. And people will learn that. So, and I thought that was interesting.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. Very cool.
So, one of the last things I wanted to mention about the film or ask you about, what was the most challenging thing about the film, do you think?
Challenging was getting to locations and at night and staying awake to do the scenes. So that was a challenge, and maintaining the character over so many months, different obstacles in maintaining that particular character. So the idea would remain, the core would be the same, that it wouldn't shift. So it was challenging.
Wow.
Wow. Very interesting to do.
Yeah. That's amazing, Haskell. And one of the last things I wanted to say before I let you go is, and you don't have to give anything away, but will we see something new, like a film from you this year, or something new this year from you at least?
Well, there is actually, I did a short film. He Said, She Said. There's some known characters, I should say known actors in it, and I am a character that I've never played before. Actually, I'm a court judge. So that should be interesting. They should be just about finished cutting or editing it by now. Directed by a woman who was actually one of the 10 finalists at this year's Oscars for Best Short Film. So,
wow.
Yeah, she didn't get into the last 5, but just to get to that last 10 was a big deal. So that's one of the things that will be out there this year, along with, I hope, the science fiction film Angel.
Oh, that's you got to keep me updated through email with all your projects when this stuff comes up, because I definitely want to be the first ones to see this stuff, because I love your stuff, and I do know with Brotherhood of Death they were supposed to re-release it with interviews, and they interviewed you, I believe. Did that ever come out yet?
What the which one is that?
Brotherhood of Death, where they were supposed to interviews.
That's out. It's available.
That's actually available?
Oh, yeah. I think you can get it on Amazon. As a matter of fact, I have my iPad right here in front of me. Let's look this up, see what it has to say. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
I think if we went into my Safari here and we looked up, I can tell you who has it. Yeah, it's okay, here we go. Brotherhood of Death DVD. I guess you can get it. You can get it on Amazon.
And I'm going to check iTunes, too, for digital download. It might be there, too. Sometimes it is.
Yeah, evidently Amazon has it. They even have some stills up. If you go on the Internet and just punch in Brotherhood of Death, actually they have some new pictures I didn't see that they were using. So,
wow.
Wow, this is interesting. See, you never know. Wow.
Yeah.
And all kinds of posters that they had up.
See what happens when you come on the show, Haskell. You discover things you just don't know.
No, you don't, because I never thought about looking this up. My goodness.
Yeah, because I remember you mentioned on one of our previous shows that we had recorded together that they was going to re-release that, but with interviews with yourself and some of the cast members from the film.
Actually, I'm the only one that they actually got a hold of. And,
really?
Actually, this is pretty good. I am surprised. Well, I learned a lesson. Let me see what else they got up here. Wow, that film is called Brotherhood of Death, and I'm trying to see who actually put it up there. The name of the company, it's on video.com. It's up there, Brotherhood of Death. I guess you can just get it anywhere. Wow. I'm looking for the name of the company that actually, I'm pretty sure you can find it. It's funny because when the film came out, it was released, I think it was via HBO.
HBO, huh? Wow.
Yeah. They, I think they did the U.S. the distribution, I think. I could be wrong. But it doesn't tell me who actually is releasing it. It just says here on video, whatever that means.
Maybe they want to be like a ninja and be anonymous, at this time.
MPI Home Video, whatever that is.
Never heard of them.
No, but okay. Well, there it is. That's how you
you learn something new every day.
You certainly do. I certainly did. I'm amazed again.
Yeah.
All right.
One of the last things I want to say, Haskell, is I would love to see Kickboxer re-released with interviews from the entire, like the cast, like yourself and Michelle Kesey and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah,
with it being a cult classic and all. So.
Yeah, well, that should be interesting. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So, and I figured since, the new film is coming out, the remake, they should do something for homage for you guys.
Yeah, well, have you heard when the film is coming out?
It's supposed to be sometime this year, I believe, but I've just seen like a teaser trailer. Where you see Tom Poe coming to the ring and all that. It's just like a little teaser. I can actually, what I'll do is I can find it and I will actually email you the trailer, the teaser trailer, so that you can just take a look at it. So
it would be interesting to see.
So to honor you guys when it comes out in theaters, I'm actually going to go to the theater and watch it.
Okay. Yeah, well, that should be fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, but I wanted to thank you for your time, brother, and keep on rolling.
Okay, my brother. And have a great weekend, and talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, my friend.
Okay, buddy. Bye-bye.
You have been listening to The Justin Harvey Show here on the World Martial Arts Radio Network. Be sure to tune in again next week for his latest show. Thank you for listening.